Hello everyone, I'm Seth with Exotic Motorsports, and this is our 2016 Nissan GTR Premium. The front, probably we'll say third of the vehicle, is clear broad. From here, just past the headlight, all the way forward to the bumper, has paint protection film on it. Apologize for the wind noise in advance. The hood looks really good, very minimal rock chipping or defects. A couple very faint marks over here on the driver's side, but other than that, there's really very minimal wear on the front of the car. Got a mark here. I think that's just a little bit of damage done to the film, not the actual car. Moving over to the driver's side front fender. Got a mark there. Looks like a small, very light scuff across there. Very, very light. The rest of that fender looks great. Driver's side mirror. A few small rock chips here, just right on the line of this mirror. Other than that, the mirror is in fantastic shape. Overall, it looks really good. Moving to the driver's side door. No marks there. Moving over to the driver's side rear quarter, we do have a few marks here just along the edge by the door. So we do have some scratches and a few paint defects there. Kind of difficult to see unless you get right on it. Small chip down there. Just missed the paint protection film, unfortunately. But those are the only defects in the rear quarter area over next to the door. Forgive me, I did miss the front wheel. Let's have a look at that. These do have R888 tire compound. Very, very good track tires. Wheel looks great. There's no rash, scuffs, chips, scratches, or anything like that. Let's have a look at the rear one. And these are 325s on the rear as well. So here on the rear, I do see that chip there on the face of the spoke. Small chip on that one, but no rash or anything serious. Moving to the back bumper, we do have an aftermarket Boostlogic exhaust, which sounds fantastic. I will make sure you get a chance to hear that towards the end of the video. Not to mention the large burnt titanium tips really fit this car nicely. I don't see any defects on the face of the rear end. Now looking at the top of the trunk, we do have just a couple superficial scratches. They're very light. We have one running this direction, and then we do have a couple running from about here to here. They're incredibly light, not easy to see. You really got to be looking for it, but it is there. Might be able to be fixed with some paint correction. Over here on the passenger side rear quarter, we do have two rock chips here and here. Pretty small. This paint really has fantastic depth to it. It's very metallic, sparkly. It looks beautiful when the sun hits it. And those are the only defects in the rear quarter section. Looking at the rear passenger wheel and tire here. Couple very superficial scratches on the face of the spokes. but nothing serious. No scuffing or rash or anything nasty like that. Looking at the face of the passenger side door. Do have some very light scratching just here under the mirror, probably about 1 foot in length. Very, very light. Does not present itself unless you are right on that paint. I'd imagine that someone would have to be hitting it too. Some other scratches down here, pretty short, probably about 1 inch in length. Still fairly light, but not quite as light as the others. I'd say all things considered, that door still looks pretty good. Passenger side mirror, we do have a pretty prominent chip right there in the front, and a few smaller ones down underneath. Aside from that though, the mirror looks great. The rest of the area of the mirror is untouched. Front passenger side fender. Do have a few marks just there, very small. Some scratching. One probably 6 inches in length, the other one probably about 2. Very light scratching, very superficial. Could probably be corrected out if I had to guess. Front passenger side wheel and tire. Great condition, no scratching, no rash, nothing nasty like that. And that is the exterior of the car. Let's go have a look at the inside. Keyless entry. It does have the button for locking and unlocking as long as the fob is in your pocket. Very, very convenient to have. So on the inside here, we do have one touch up and down driver and passenger side windows, Bose stereo, heated front seats, perforated and Alcantara leather seats. Nice carbon trim. Push button start, of course. Go ahead and fire it up. Starts right up, sounds fantastic. It does need the TPMS service. Not sure if one is defective or if the wheels just do not have them, but it will be addressed before the sale. Here our stereo screen does have the option showing different gauges and monitoring engine vitals, as well as navigation, which is super nice to have. Rearview mirror does have HomeLink garage door openers. See right there, maybe. No, won't show it. Okay. Nice leather trim on the dash. Everything is in flawless condition. Headliner, upholstery, seats, all of it looks fantastic. Not a mark anywhere. No scratches, scuffs, tears, or wear of any kind. Seats look fantastic. Door cards look fantastic. No wear on any of the buttons. Very nice white contrast stitching. We have the different driving modes as well. It is a 6-speed automatic gearbox, but all GTRs come that way. We do have a dual clutch transmission, which makes this thing way too much fun to drive. It does still have cruise control. Then you have your audio buttons over here. Twilight sensing headlights, very nice to have. So with all that being said, let's go have a look at the real reason why people buy these cars. The engine bay. Oh, and while we're stepping outside of the vehicle and it's running, I suppose I'll give you a little exhaust note sample here. These cars just make the best sounds. You can hear the turbo whistling in the idle too, which is one of my personal favorite things. This car just sounds amazing. It's Build was done very well, very tasteful. So here we go over to the hood. It does not have hood struts, it does have a prop. So here you can see lots of aftermarket parts, blow-off valves, intercooler piping, catch cans, fuel rails, intake manifolds. I would imagine probably downpipes too. Engine coolant reservoir. Lots of aftermarket goodies on this. Beautiful car, awesome build, really fun to drive. It makes really beautiful music while you drive it. That is our 2016 Nissan GTR Premium. If you have any further questions about this vehicle, please feel free to contact or look up our sales listing online at www.exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.